Hello, students. Today we are going to learn the topic rocks and minerals. Rocks are solid natural objects composed of minerals. Some rocks contain only one mineral, while others contain many minerals. Minerals may be further divided into metals or nonmetals, which we will see later. Rocks are like mixtures of minerals, and each rock has its own special blend of properties like what minerals it has, how big the grains are, and how it feels. We use different systems to group rocks based on their characteristics. In nature, rocks aren't always simple and can have variations in their properties depending on how closely we look at them. Rocks can be classified into three main types based on how they are formed: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Now let's explore igneous rocks. Imagine a volcano erupting with lava everywhere. Pretty cool, right? Well, that's where igneous rocks come into the picture. These rocks are formed from magma or lava, that's the super hot liquid rock, cooling down and hardening. They can be found deep inside the earth or right on the surface. The colors, textures, and sizes of these rocks depend on how fast they cool down. Look at that powerful eruption. When the lava flows out and begins to cool, something amazing happens. The lava slowly cools and hardens, turning into solid igneous rocks. Furthermore, igneous rocks can be further categorized into intrusive, which are formed beneath the Earth's surface, and extrusive, which are formed on the Earth's surface. Examples of igneous rocks include granite, basalt, and obsidian. Let's talk about pumice. It is a light color igneous rock. It has many holes formed by the gases trapped in the lava at the time of its formation. Pumice is lightweight and can float on water. It is used in polishing the floors. Dentists use powdered pumice for polishing our teeth. Next up is obsidian. It is a shiny and smooth igneous rock formed by the quick cooling of lava. It is used for making jewelry and cutting tools. Now, let's move on to granite. It is a very hard rock, formed by the slow cooling of magma below the Earth's surface. Granite is rich in quartz, feldspar, and mica, and it comes in many colors. It is commonly used for making kitchen counters, floors, and more. Now let's learn about sedimentary rocks. These rocks act as nature's storytellers, providing insights into the Earth's past. Sedimentary rocks develop from the gathering and compression of sediment layers consisting of small particles such as sand, mud, and even remains of flora and fauna. Over time, these layers solidify, transforming into sedimentary rocks. See those layers stacked on top of each other? Each one holds a story from millions of years ago, capturing bits of sand, mud, and even ancient fossils. Sedimentary rocks often contain fossils and provide clues about past environments. Examples of sedimentary rocks include limestone, sandstone, and shale. Let's take a closer look at sandstone. It is a soft stone made from particles of sand that get cemented together. The most common mineral found in sandstone is quartz. This rock is used in construction, and notable structures like the Red Fort in Delhi and Agra Fort in Agra are made of red sandstone. Next, we have shale. It is made from clay particles cemented together and is used to make bricks and tiles. Now, let's discuss limestone. It contains the mineral calcium and shells of sea creatures. Limestone is used to make cement, lime, glass, and bricks. Chalk is a form of limestone. Moving on, we have metamorphic rocks. These rocks are like the shapeshifters of the rock realm. They form when existing rocks, whether igneous or sedimentary, undergo remarkable changes triggered by extreme heat, pressure, or the influence of fluids deep in the Earth's crust. These alterations result in distinct textures, patterns, and sometimes even new minerals within metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed from the alteration of pre-existing rocks due to heat, pressure, and chemical processes. They often have a layered or banded appearance. Examples of metamorphic rocks include marble, slate, and schist. Now, let's talk about marble. It is formed from limestone, a sedimentary rock. Marble is used for making statues, floors, and slabs. Next is slate. It is formed from shale, a sedimentary rock. Both shale and slate can split into thin layers. Slate is used for making blackboards and handheld writing boards. Now, let's move on to minerals. All rocks are made up of minerals. Minerals are chemical substances that occur naturally on the earth. Minerals can be metallic or non-metallic. Gold, silver, iron, aluminum, and copper are some metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are used for making jewelry, vehicles, utensils, wires, and more. On the other hand, we have non-metallic minerals. Calcite, gypsum, feldspar, mica, coal, and petroleum are non-metallic minerals. Coal and petroleum are valuable natural resources. They are dug out of the earth from mines and wells. Here, heavy cranes are hard at work mining coal, an important resource that powers homes and industries. Now let's learn about coal. Coal is a kind of sedimentary rock. Millions of years ago, the earth was covered with thick swampy forests. When plants died, they fell into the swamps and got buried down. Due to high temperature and pressure, these plants get converted into coal. Coal is used as a fuel for cooking, for producing electricity, and in steam engines. Next is petroleum. It is also called crude oil, rock oil, or black gold. Petroleum is formed from the remains of dead plants and sea animals, which got buried under the sea millions of years ago. It is mostly used as a fuel in different forms like petrol, diesel, kerosene, and liquefied petroleum gas, LPG. It is also used for dry cleaning. Now, let's look at the uses of rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals are used as building materials. Our houses, schools, roads, bridges, and more are made of rocks and minerals. Rocks provide us fuels like coal, petroleum, and uranium. Uranium is a mineral used to produce nuclear energy. Additionally, rocks give us useful metals. Metals like aluminum and iron are used to make utensils, while copper is used to make electric wires. Rocks also provide us with gemstones. Diamond, ruby, emerald, and sapphire are minerals used as gemstones. Finally, let's discuss the conservation of coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum were formed millions of years ago from dead and decaying animals and plants buried in the soil. They are very limited resources, and once they are finished, they cannot be replaced. Hence, it is very necessary to conserve these resources by using them carefully. Alternative forms of energy like solar energy, water energy, and wind energy should be used. In summary, we explored the fascinating world of rocks and minerals, learning about their types, characteristics, and various uses. We also discussed the importance of conservation to ensure these valuable resources are available for future generations. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all, you also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 5. Thank you.